Welcome to Invincipod, probably the best podcast about Invincible on the internet. I'm James.
I'm Ralph.
And I don't know if that's how I normally do this podcast because it's been a while.
I think that's it. It's been a while. You know what's funny is yesterday I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I wish there was something Star Wars to talk about. Just
I was thinking exactly
anything because I missed talking to James.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since we've done anything.
Like 5 minutes later, I get a text message from Cecil and at the Global Defense Agency. And the teaser trailer popped up, and I'm like, oh shit, it's like they heard me.
I mean, it's nice of him to give you a heads up and not just like drop in on you. That'd be really rude. Who would do that?
Right. I'm sure I'm not his priority. But no, yeah. So because I'm part of, I know this is in the US. I don't think you have it over there. No. But part of the game is you get regular updates from Cecil via text message. So any kind of like, It's never annoying. It's always like, hey, here's the trailer for season 3. Like it's that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or like, you know,
the right level of marketing.
Yes. And so yeah, there's a trailer. I texted you and I'm like, we doing it tomorrow? And you said same time. Absolutely. I said yes.
Yep.
Made the artwork. Here we are.
Less than 24 hours later.
This is different though, because we have not watched it.
No, we haven't.
So this is going to be like a real-time reaction.
I went onto our Instagram page to put up the promo post for this episode of the podcast. And as I was on the homepage of that, I think What Is the Trailer started playing on that, like the squared off like Instagram Reels version. And I very quickly was like, nope, I don't want to watch it. Especially don't want to watch it like that. So yeah, we're going to watch it.
I know a little bit about it because I did a quick scrub to get the artwork for it.
I saw the very first like couple of seconds. But that's
so if you saw the season 2 teaser trailer, it feels like it's gonna be similar to that, but I don't know.
Probably.
I'm gonna open the chat.
I mean, we know that there was a lot of stuff in that season 2 trailer that like was not overt. It was stuff that was hidden in the background. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled on this one.
And then once we're done, if we get sidetracked and stuff, just remind me. Just say, hey, Ralph, don't forget to bring up that thing you wanted to bring up.
I will do my best.
Okay. In the chat too. That's a teaser.
Yeah, you guys remember that.
It's a small fun thing that happened to me last week, and I would like to just do a quick mention. Just a quick mention, just because it was so fun, and I think it's fine to bring it up here.
Yeah. If it's what I think it is. I'm excited.
Yeah, I texted you about it.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. And there's more to that story, which I can bring up on our other show, Live Action Star Wars, because that person also is involved with those as well.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Yeah.
It took me a minute, but yeah.
We're talking about Ben Schwartz, so just remind me that if I don't talk about that, we'll talk about that. All right. I put the volume at half. The last time we did one of these, they pulled it down.
I was about to say
cool enough to put it back up for us. So we're going to do the same thing.
Those of you watching it live, great, amazing. If you're watching this a little bit later, it might have come out at a weird time because it probably got automatically pulled. And then Skybound are cool. We love you, Skybound. Thanks for letting us put this up. Thanks for doing this show.
Yes. All right. Let's watch it. I did not test this before we started too. There's other stuff going on that got distracted. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if we can hear it and watch it.
Oh, hey! We have these things called doors that normal people use all the time. You should try them.
We also have these things called Viltrumites. You should try winning a fight against them sometime.
Okay, too soon, Cecil. Also, how much does it cost every time you, teleport? Isn't that taxpayer money?
Do you know the gross economic output of Liechtenstein?
Not even a little.
More than that.
Okay, well, that seems really irresponsible.
It's been months, Mark. Months since 2,000 retirees got their vacation cruise ruined, and you got your ass kicked by some second cousin of your dad's who dropped in to prove a point.
Hey.
That point being that she could kick your ass without breaking a sweat.
That's not nice.
Not only that, she promised Mr. 10 times worse was on his way. So what exactly have you been doing to prepare? There's only 8 billion people counting on you.
I've been busy.
Busy doing what exactly?
Well, I've been busy writing, designing, storyboarding, voice acting.
Suit? We saw the
composing.
suit.
Hey, no, stop. I'm not falling for that shit. Who do you think I am? Some pickle-hating, one-eyed rube from planet Just Let the Viltrumites Win?
I don't think that. What?
No, I bet you don't. And don't even get me started on your little 4-month vacation right in the middle of things. We all sure love that. You got some mayonnaise?
It was more like 3.5.
This is life or death, Mark. People are counting on you to live up to your obligations. So what exactly are you doing to get ready for what's coming?
I'm stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. And why I shouldn't leave a 19-year-old in charge of Earth's security. All right, we're taking over your training.
Training? What training?
What training? Okay, how about weightlifting, cardio, speed, damage resistance, flexibility, battle tactics, reactions, and punctuality?
That's so much stuff. Okay, when is this all gonna start?
I thought you'd never ask.
Come on.
We're a top secret organization, Mark, and we learn from our mistakes.
Well, I need to know when to show up.
Fine. Lights.
Ah,
Oh,
much better. Still can't believe I have to exercise.
We got a date.
great. We got a
We
date,
got a
February
date.
6th.
Amazing. What day of the week is
Great.
it? I'm going to pull it up.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, not knowing.
Yeah. Next year.
Where's the official
February
trailer,
6th.
William?
That is a that is a Thursday, so it'll probably be Friday show.
Friday shows.
Friday show.
Invincible Fridays, yeah.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah. That's great. Let's real quick though. Let me go back here. So he mentioned, okay, I was trying to listen to the sounds. Is he playing Guarding the Globe?
Oh,
I don't play
know.
with I don't play with the sound on.
Same.
So I'm wondering if anybody knows that that's.
I mean,
Guarding
he
the
is
Globe sound.
idly tapping away, so maybe.
Yeah. So this is much like the Alan trailer we got, but it calls them out on their bullshit even more, which
Even
is a lot
more.
of fun.
There
There
we
it
go.
is.
There's the suit. It looks good.
Oh man. Oh.
And we don't know.
Again, I've never liked the suit in the comics. This
Mm.
redesign is great, and I'm so fired up for what this means as far as the show.
Oh, the fingers. I'm looking at it here. The
yeah.
gloves are probably the most different. He's got fingers out
Yeah.
here, and that black line around the top is new, whereas before it's all blue from about there down.
Yeah. I like
That's
it.
cool. Yeah, it's really
Does
cool.
it say who? Doesn't say who created that character sheet. I think Corey Walker's involved with that stuff. I think that's kind of what he's up to.
I mean, I think they both are. I think Walker and Artley both are. But from what I've been able to pick up and the way that they've talked, it does sound like Corey Walker's way more involved in, as you said, the design work.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which is great. And the drawings up there look kind of like Otley a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've seen them do that, like that chibi style before as well. And also, is there some hints in there as well? Oh, there's some script page.
Is that cat like a Battle Beast reference? Are we gonna get more Battle Beast? The fact that he says one of them 10 times worse is coming.
Yep.
So is that Conquest? I guess if you haven't read the book, this isn't a spoiler because it's out of context what we're saying, but Conquest or Thrag. The way they're going, I'm assuming they're just going to do Conquest, and they seem to be pacing out the major story beats of the book and not trying to speed things along.
No, I mean we've seen Conquest as well before. Like we have scanned past him, and we've seen like he does exist in animation. So I'd be surprised if it's not Conquest.
Right.
And then maybe Mark thinks that that's the biggest bad that he's got to face, and it's not.
Yeah. This says the giant's foot and the red-skinned behemoth staggers backwards.
I mean, that's got to be Dinosaurus, right?
Yeah, it says
And
in the
they're
middle of
talking
the
about
desert, think Joshua Tree, wide
yeah,
flat.
so
Yeah.
Vegas.
And it just says the giant. So
Yeah,
that might just be a code name. Yeah, Vegas. I mean, Joshua
nice
Tree's in
for
California, but still,
it feels like it's sort of out that way from yeah.
it's like Michael Myers being called the Shape. It's like a placeholder. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Let's see. Are we getting more things in here? That was pretty much it, right? Those clues.
Busy doing what?
I think so.
Well, I've been busy writing, designing, storyboard.
Let's look at those storyboards because
Yeah.
this is all the same stuff that was in
That's
the
the
other
same shot.
teaser
That's
trailer.
exactly
That's
the same shot, isn't
shot.
he? He's wearing that Jaws hat and everything. Like, yeah.
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 Reuse layout. Great. Love it.
Yeah.
And this is them at the
This is them at the
diner,
diner.
interior
Diner. Yeah.
So it's just
Ace.
reusing the same thing.
Yeah.
He's look at the animation of Mark. A P G N, and I saw P in there and poo.
From Mark in particular, like after Cecil sort of lays out the way that he's got to train, I got a real sort of Scott Pilgrim vibe from him. It's just like, I don't want to. Like, it's just like petulant, like late teen, early 20s,
Yeah.
like, oh, so much responsibility and things. Let me just be a slacker, sort of thing. Who is in the booths? Do we recognize anyone in the other booths?
Have we looked this? I haven't looked this time. Let's see here. It should be a wide shot there.
There we go. There you go.
Who's the girl with the
red hair?
Black and red hair.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. I don't know who any of those people are.
No, I don't.
It's Robot, or it's
behind him.
Rudy.
Yeah,
Rudy's right behind him. I don't know who the others are.
The guy on the far left could be
the Lance Reddick character.
Oh, maybe. I was thinking like later on when some characters marry just random people. I don't want to say really too much. When they just sort of marry people. And there's just like regular civilians involved a little bit. Like,
that's so vague. I don't even remember.
It's so vague. All right. When there's some Viltrumites who marry humans. Maybe. I don't know. But the others, I don't know. It could be one of those things where they've gender swapped some characters, or they're hiding some people in there.
Yeah, Cecil's mention of eye patch and stuff, is that a reference to the like alternate universe stuff?
Oh yeah, they've got more of that coming through.
Just trying to scrub. It's mostly just the conversation.
Yeah.
I love that they do go to the White Room to give the info.
Yes, so good.
I don't think there's anything really in here. Like the barbells have elephants on it. So is
on the very right.
Return? What's that?
Could be. Sensitive Blick thinks Powerplex on the far right.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, the blonde guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the redheaded girl is. Yeah, this is great, dude. I'm so excited.
All the
Cecil.
I think that's them calling out like, okay, the release schedule didn't work last time. People weren't happy and we lost some momentum maybe with people. Don't come back until you're ready to come back with all of it. Yeah. And I gotta think that that's why they've taken a year to do this.
It hasn't been too long.
It hasn't felt as long.
Because we were watching the last half of season 2 in 2024.
Was that was this January?
Like February.
Like January, February. Yeah, that was this January, February. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I don't know. This year's been wild. So
it looks like it'll be a year since the second season ended, and then but we're getting all episodes, which is good.
But if they're releasing all of them, that's so if it's another 8 episodes, that finishes up at the end of March. And that's handy for me because all things going correctly, there won't be a little mini James running around anytime yet, so I can get through Invincible, and then I'll probably be taking a break from podcasting for a little while, in April of next year.
So yeah, I don't think it's obviously it hasn't been mentioned on the show, but you are having a baby along with
I am
Liz.
Yeah. Yep. Liz and I are expecting a child. April next year. We just mentioned it on Top 10 Tacos yesterday as well. So
yeah.
I think that's all the podcasts now have had an announcement of it.
We over at Live Action Star Wars, we're coming up with taco names, but I think since we're here on Invincipod, I like Mark if it's a boy, if it's a girl. Like those, at least Invincible has normal names. They aren't like it's not Mexican food, or Star Wars guys.
Or like Star Wars names. Yeah, I can't call the kid Greedo.
Like, right. Well, I mean, you can.
I mean,
So here's the thing. I was at a party, and I met Ben Schwartz at this party. And
Ralph's a big time movie producer now, people, if you don't know.
Yeah. It wasn't a big deal, but he was like, hey, I was sitting there talking to him about Sonic the Hedgehog because I'm a massive fan of those movies. Yep. It's like it just makes me feel like a kid because they're made for kids. And I probably like the oldest person that like absolutely adores those movies. I've seen each one at least like 3 or 4 times.
I'm sure that I've got that in my future.
I'm so excited for Sonic 3. So I was telling him he had played Fireball Island with us once on a Zoom, and I told him, I said, it was before Sonic 2 came out, and I was dying to ask you if Super Sonic was in the movie. But then I'm also didn't want the other guys to make fun of me for asking broken questions during the game. But then also I was like, I don't want to know the answer, because obvious Supersonic should be in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And so I was like, why even bother asking him? And so he was like, oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I couldn't have told you. I said, yeah, but we both knew, like, I knew that it had to be in it, right? And he's like, yeah, it had to be. I'm like, okay, cool.
And I assume that it was.
Yes.
Okay,
Supersonic was in there. And I fucking lost my mind. As soon as Sonic grabbed all the Chaos Emeralds, I was like, oh shit, this is it. It's happening. And then it happened. It was like one of those moments where it's like, you're just like, yes, like it was so perfect. And so he looks at me and he says, you have like people who create Marvel right over there, and you're talking to me about Sonic? And I told him, I said, well, to be fair, like the belt buckle I have on right now says DC Comics on it. and so he was like, man, he said, he mentioned, he's like, oh, I've been trying for years to be cast as Plastic Man, which led me to go, oh shit, Shapesmith. I was like, he's like, oh yeah, Shapesmith. And I was like, dude, it's like the perfect casting, because you've been trying so hard to be Plastic Man that Kirkman grabbed you and was like, made you Plastic Man in his universe. And he said, oh, I love Kirkman. He's so great. And 100%, I know he cast me because he knew I wanted to be Plastic Man. And he was saying how much fun it is to play that character. And it made me happy, because when I was talking to him, my brain was so preoccupied with Sonic the Hedgehog that I forgot that not only is he a voice in Invincible, but he's also BB-8 in Star Wars. And so it was like, shit, I don't know if I can get him on the show. I don't think so, but I gotta say that he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Really loves the stuff he works on, because he was just gushing about Sonic, and he asked me, he's like, do you have a question for me for Sonic 3? And I said, yeah, but again, I don't want to know, but I really want to know. And I asked him, and he was just like stone faced. And because I asked about a character being in it, and he was like, you're excited about Shadow, right? I'm like, dude, everyone online was like, oh, it should be Hayden Christensen. It should be Hayden Christensen as Shadow. And I was like, yeah, whatever. That's cool. I'm not a huge Shadow fan, but when they cast Keanu Reeves, I was like, oh, okay, now we're talking. He's like, dude, it's the best. And I got very excited, but I completely forgot he was Invincible. And that made me even more excited. And I'm like, man, I love this guy. This guy's great.
That's great.
And he's a sweetheart and didn't mind
if you
it
do
at
run
a
into him
party.
again, like now that you've established a relationship that isn't just like nerding out about Invincible or anything like that. Now, if you happen to like run into him again, you can ask him, hey, like Invincible's coming back. Do you want to come and chat about it at some point? We'd love to have you on.
It's so funny because he's like, I showed him I have a thread with my family. It's like me, my sister, my brother-in-law, Stevie, and the boys. And the group in the chat is called Sonic the Hedgehog Fan Club. And I showed that to him. He's like, oh, no way. And I'm like, yeah, we just kind of started this group around this thread around the time, this text chain around the time we watched Sonic. And he's like, oh my God, you have trailer Sonic as the logo for the chat. Yeah.
The weird teeth, like ugly Sonic.
Yeah. Ugly Sonic. I said ugly Sonic. He said trailer Sonic. And I'm like, oh, I hope he wasn't disrespectful.
I mean, ugly Sonic's a character now. He's like his own thing. So
yeah, he's in the Rescue Rangers as Ugly Sonic.
Yeah,
with Tim Robinson, who's also on Invincible.
Yeah.
So there's two people in Invincible that have played Sonic the Hedgehog, which is fun.
And I'm sure that there'll be more of that cast. Because like
and I'm the
Invincible's
only person
just that sort of cast there. And as you said, like Kirkman almost certainly cast him because he wanted to be Plastic Man, and that was a known thing. He's been trying to do it. So I think that's what Invincible's great at doing. It's putting people in these roles that either Kirkman and team have gone, they'd be great in this type of role, and that is perfect for Eve or Mark or Plastic Man or Nolan or whatever. And it's like, and it's also what a great audition for all these guys. Like, because if anyone is watching Invincible, and by all accounts, people are watching Invincible, especially people who like are in the industry, it's quite a well-regarded show, I think, still. If they're looking to cast these people in any other like format, use them. They're right there, and their audition tape is public.
But vice versa too. So like this is the greatest advertising from a business standpoint for Invincible is if everybody's jumping on board with Ben Schwartz being Plastic Man, being Plastic Man, being Plastic Man. Ben Schwartz could say, hey, I'm playing Plastic Man over here. You can't say Plastic Man, but I'm playing that character over here.
Yeah.
And all those people who are behind you are now going to go watch Invincible.
Yeah.
So it's like fan casting for other stuff.
It goes both ways. And also then like, that Kirkman, if they ever did cast him as Plastic Man, he's like, I did that first, whatever. Like he'd be that kind of like, he'd jokingly like write it off and just be like, see the big two always just ripping off in Image again, it's
right.
Yeah.
This is perfect. I love that there's fan castings for stuff in Marvel and DC, and Kirkman's like, we have a version of that character over here, and you just get them. Like, it's perfect. I love it. It's
I think your desk just had a
You froze. Are you talking about my light? You're froze. One of us is froze. I think it's James. But we'll see. If anyone in the chat's still watching after all that Sonic the Hedgehog talk, let us know who is frozen. I think it's James. James froze. So while James is frozen, I'll say this. I'll do a plug for him. He has a show with Liz called Top 10 Tacos. I highly recommend it. I think it's one of two podcasts that both Stevie and I listen to. And he left and he's back. Yeah,
I have no idea. I like at this point, I really can't wait to move house because there is no reason for this to happen anymore. Like Liz isn't even here. It's not like she's working downstairs or anything. Like I'm the only person here. I've got optimal Wi-Fi conditions, and yet this just seems to happen every time we do a show now.
Right. I put in a plug for Top 10 Tacos while you were frozen.
Awesome. Thank you.
Luckily you weren't making a dumb face. You were kind of just like thinking. And so
okay. Did you hear me like ask if your drawers behind you just had a really good idea?
Oh yeah, that light has been dying for years. This is like from the 60s, and I think it's got like the original bulb. It's a weird format. It doesn't screw in. It's like spring loaded. You push it in and twist it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can do those anymore.
I weirdly, we're talking about this. I've got like Hue bulbs in a few of these rooms, and I've been trying to find pictures of my new house to see what type of socket they take, whether it's a screw or a bayonet. And I'm just like, man, I want to know because those bulbs are not cheap.
Yeah, Stevie says it's a fire hazard. I usually tend to only turn it on during shows just so it's not like a dark void back there. I would like I didn't get a better light over there. I need to figure that. What I should get is a Green Lantern power battery that lights up.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I've got to think about all of the desk setup and background and everything. I can I'm looking forward to moving because I'll be able to completely cater it to what we need as opposed to just making it work.
And that's happening before February 6th?
Should be. Everything is moving along nicely at the moment. We're getting updates from the estate agents and from solicitors and everything fairly regularly. We have a complete chain, so everyone who's buying and selling is buying and selling. Like they've all got places now, so it's just playing that annoying waiting game and waiting for surveys and things like that to come back. It's all very grown up stuff, and I don't like it.
You sent me the Zillow listing. It looks cool.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, and there'll be space. The equivalent, yeah. The UK, yeah. What we do with that. But yeah, there'll be space. So whenever you guys want to come and visit, you can.
Cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for Invincible season 3, which sounds nuts.
I mean,
there's an Invincible season 3. Like it's so great. I can't believe this show exists and how good it is.
And we're not playing that. Oh, are they going to try and wrap it up? Like I'm not even concerned about like this being a final season. I'm just like, I can't wait to see how much they do in this season. But like also they could do like 2 stories from the comic books, and I'd be like, fine, that's great. Like,
did they announce season 4?
I don't know.
Did I hear them? My thinking?
They did. They announced 2 and 3, didn't they? They definitely announced 2 and 3, and I don't remember if they announced season 4 or not.
The pacing so far leads me to believe that they're just gonna do the whole comic run.
Feels that way.
Nothing in this feels like it's gonna be anything other than that. I'm assuming it's big for Prime Video, just based on like
the rollout was
from fans.
I think so. I think I don't know whose fault it is or what. With season 2's rollout and the fact that it was coming out, was it like at the same time as The Boys, or it was as the same time as something else that it kind of I think ate into what its viewership would normally be, or it came out at the same time as something else on like Netflix or something.
I feel like the best.
It just needs
the best thing to do.
Find a gap.
I think what it needs to do is I think The Boys is coming back soon. I've been seeing a lot of promotion for The Boys. Like whenever The Boys season finale drops, that's when you drop the same day you drop the first episode of Invincible. So it suggests it and just pops it right in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you need to do really is when they have that annoying thing where the screen shrinks with the credits and then it says, you might also like this. Yeah. You put Invincible after The Boys episode, you're good to go. Put a picture of Nolan with holding Mark's bloody body, you're good to go. People what's that?
Yeah, if they haven't watched it before, or if they have watched it before but it's been a while, like that's how you get them. Yeah.
All you need to do is get them to watch the first episode, because by the time that cliffhanger ends with Nolan and the Guardians of the Globe, like that's it. You need to know what's happening.
Anyone who's watching The Boys will want to watch the rest of it. Yeah. Invincible is a better show. I watched the first 2 seasons and I enjoyed it. I've heard that the last couple of seasons have been really good as well, so maybe I'll catch up with it at some point, but I'm in no rush.
Okay. Just vamp for a bit.
Ralph's very busy. If Ralph plugged me while I disappeared, so I'm gonna plug Getting Lost. It is premiering on the East Coast. It is premiering tonight in Spain, if you're in Spain. Anywhere in Spain apparently, but specifically at this film festival. There is a couple of UK screenings. One of them is sold out, one of them is Not as of last night when I was looking. I might be at that second one. I think it's November 17th. So let me know if you're going to go to that one, and hopefully I'll see you there. But I don't have set plans yet because life is crazy. But yeah, there's screenings all over Canada as well, I believe. But yeah, check it out. Gettinglost.com is Gettinglostdoc is the website. Gettinglostdoc.com is the website. And yeah, it's coming to a big screen near you, hopefully sometime soon, with more screenings coming. And by all accounts, it's excellent, and I cannot wait to watch it. I'm very, very jealous of everyone who already has. On the Star Wars side of things, I don't know when we'll be back with live action Star Wars. Sometime soon, I would have thought, but it's a bit of a down period. There's nothing. There's no trailers for Skeleton Crew that we haven't talked about yet. I would expect one of those fairly soon, because I can't remember if we've got an exact date for when that starts, but it's, I think it's holiday season. I think it is December sometime. So we're getting close. We're like a couple of months out. So
yeah,
it should be
maybe within a month's time we should have a trailer.
I would have thought so.
Definitely
Yeah,
do that. Yeah.
And
then
we'll do the trailer, and then we'll be back for the main bit of the show.
Right. Okay. maybe we should just sign off. There's stuff going on with the doc right now that's very, very urgent. The sooner this gets taken care of, the better. I'm on a little bit of a putting out some fires. So
yeah, and you thought the work of a producer was done when the movie was finished.
No, not at all. I gotta go design the Blu-rays, and I gotta design, well, the VHS is done, but I gotta go design the Blu-ray cover and stuff. So there's stuff to be done for sure. Tomorrow, which is fun, I get to record the commentary for
amazing
the Blu-ray. I've never done that before.
And is that going to be, is the commentary going to be on the digital release and stuff as well?
It may be. I don't know how that works. I have no idea.
I suppose it depends on the platform, doesn't it, of digital release?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. Lucha Johnny coming in with December 3rd for Skeleton Crew. That does ring a bell. I thought it was early December.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Right.
I gotta get out of here.
Let's let Ralph go so that he can go and put out some fires. Hopefully not the ones on his set of drawers behind him. Just, digital fires about a real life movie. It's been great being back on Invincipod. I miss it. Hopefully, I think we can do probably another one. Well, the next time there's a trailer, we're going to get a full trailer, a proper trailer at some point. Maybe we'll get a surprise episode drop. You never know.
Oh, it's New York Comic-Con. Maybe a Rexplode special.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. You never know. Right. Or maybe a trailer. Maybe that's when they'll do the full trailer. I'd be surprised if they don't have something there, though. Now that we've got a date. But that date isn't too far away. Like, it's really not. February is 4 months. So
right.
It's exciting times. So everybody...
Oh, you want to do it?
Go for it. Go for it.
I was going to say, whenever that episode drops, we'll have a brand new live stream of